All right, y'all, welcome back, welcome back. So tonight we got a young lady who is giving some dating advice to other women, and she's telling them not to go on coffee dates. Now, I want you to hear the reasons that she has why, and then I want to talk about it afterwards. So let's go ahead and let it play.
This is exactly why I say never accept a coffee date. Look at what this man said. Coffee date is the best way to vet women. When a man invites you out for a coffee on a first date, he's essentially asking to prove yourself to him. Because he thinks he's the prize we won over. He's giving you bare minimum. And let's be honest, for a woman to go on a date, you gotta do your makeup, do your hair, spend some time to look presentable, right? But men can just hop out of the shower and come out. And believe me, men know that. So tell me, if you are a woman with the slightest sense of dignity and self-worth, would you really waste so much of your time to go out on a $5 coffee date with someone? Would you though? This is exactly...
Okay, that's pretty much the video. So she's conflating a coffee date to saying that if you do accept a coffee date as a woman, that means that you have a low self-worth and that you think that you are just, unworthy of a better date than a coffee date. Interesting. So first off, I just want to correct her. She said that the guy said this is how to vet women. The guy said this is how to vet materialistic women. And W take because he was 100% correct. Now, this isn't the only way to vet materialistic women, but that is a way. Because let me tell you something. If there was a guy who was average build, drives a regular car, lives in a regular place, makes regular money, and he asks her for a coffee date, this chick may say no, right? But let's say this guy was 6'3", makes $2 million a year, lives in a very nice apartment or a house, drives a fancy sports car, has a great career, blah, 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 right? And he meets her and he says, hey, I like your smile. Let's go for coffee sometime. I guarantee you she'd say yeah. The reason she would say yeah is because she has more interest in this man. Okay, because he's good enough to not have to take her to dinner to show her how much money he has, to show her how much he wants to impress her. Why? Because he already has that social proof. He already has that proofing. Now, this is, I don't know whether she's trolling, but this is clearly a double standard. I know this woman is smarter than this. She has got to be trolling. Why would a man need to spend more money on a date because it takes you longer to get ready? She said something to the tune of, we got to put on all this makeup and stuff and blah, blah, blah. Just because you have to put that on your face, just because you have to put on a mask to go outside to feel comfortable, does not constitute for more money coming out of my pocket when it's time for us to go on a date. That doesn't correlate at all. That makes no sense. This is pure delusion. Delusion at its finest. And like I said, if she actually liked you, it wouldn't matter. You could ask her to go to the circus. You could ask her to go and get a pretzel in the middle of the mall. She'd be like, okay. I want you to picture a celebrity walking up to one of these chicks and being like, yo, you want to go to Chick-fil-A with me? You think she's going to turn that down? You think she's going to turn it down? Of course not. Come on, of course not. Why? Because he already has that proof. Now, she contradicted herself when she says that the man is asking the woman to prove something to him. No, it's not. It's to literally be able to sit down with you in a nice, comfortable environment without any type of stipulations to come out of pocket for hundreds of dollars from just meeting you. That has nothing to do with you proving yourself. You are the person that you are. You don't need to prove anything. What I need to do is make sure, A, you're not a dinner scammer, because those do exist, okay? And B, I want to make sure that we're actually compatible to have a face-to-face conversation before I fork out hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a simple meal for you. I think that's fair. Now, I will say, when she says coffee, I can see maybe, her having a problem with Starbucks. That's fine. But I'm going to tell you something. There's hundreds of mom and pop coffee shops and cafes, independently owned cafes that aren't affiliated with major chains. And they're nice. They're cozy. They have chairs and couches, and they serve bagels and croissants and all types of different coffees and stuff. They're a nice little meetup place. These little internet cafes, they're a nice little meetup place to go meet somebody, have a nice drink, have a cookie or a croissant or something and sit down and talk for a second. And that's perfectly fine. And like I said, if the girl actually liked you, she wouldn't care. She wouldn't care at all. Now, this young lady's name who made this video, her name is Soft Negotiations. That's her name on Instagram. I went to her Instagram page and I saw that she's actually like a dating guru, relationship coach, which I thought was interesting. And in her bio, it says, I help women get princess treatment. And I've heard of this term before, but I've never really actually looked it up. So you know what I did. I looked it up. And the definition was crazy. Hold on, I'm going to bring it up right now on my phone. The definition was crazy. The definition is being treated with excessive care, attention, indulgence, often in a manner reminiscent of that of a fairy tale princess. It often involves pampering, being indulged with gifts, luxuries, and services, attentiveness, received constant care and attention from others, exemption from responsibilities, being shielded from obligations and expectations, and idealization, being seen as perfect and flawless. What in the hell is that? What in the hell is that? That is unrealistic as hell. Is she selling this dream to young ladies? Is she selling this dream to young ladies? That's a scam. Because that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. That's something in movies. Okay? No one is perfect. And if someone treats you as if you're perfect, they are lying. What we value most in people is honesty. Okay? The most honest friend is often going to be your best friend. The one that keeps it real with you is often going to be the one that's going to be with you for longest in your life. And that includes mates. Now, if you want a man to lie to you and say that you're perfect all day, and if you want a man to give up his own dignity and to give you every single cent that's in his pocket, I don't think you're going to respect that man at the end of the day. Call me crazy, but I don't think you're going to respect him at the end of the day. And this is a double-edged sword. Because the same women that say no coffee dates are the first ones to complain about men love bombing and future faking, or whatever the term is, and trying to impress with gifts instead of personality, leading on with your money instead of personality. It's like you can't win. You can't be the unmaterialistic guy that wants to go on a coffee date. And now, where's the happy median is what I'm trying to say. Where's the happy median? What do y'all want to do? Because I've heard so many women relationship gurus say this, and they say no to coffee dates. And I'm like, okay, where you want to go? I want to go to Nobu. I want to go to Roof Chris. It's like, okay, but you don't want a man that leads with his wallet. No, leading with your wallet is corny. We don't like men that lead with their wallet. And it's like, okay. Red Lobster? No, Red Lobster's cheap. You can't win. You can't win. The best thing you can do to vet women, like that guy said, choose a nice, simple place that you like to go to as a man. If you're the one paying, choose a place that you like to go to. If it's a cheap sushi place, so be it. If it's a cheap little cafe, so be it. Even if it's a Starbucks, so be it. Try to make sure it's not one of those Starbucks in a grocery store, though. That's kind of cheap. But if it's a Starbucks, so be it. Go get the coffee with that young lady. And guess what? If she doesn't want to go get coffee with you, she doesn't really like you, bro. Trust me, she doesn't. Because if her dream guy walked up and the music from the heavens start playing, and he walked up to her and said, hey, let's go grab a coffee, I guarantee you she go get that coffee in a heartbeat, bro. I guarantee it. This is facts, not fiction. Remember, this is facts, not fiction. So dating is supposed to be about mutual interest, y'all. It's supposed to be about mutual interest. It's supposed to be about connections. It's not supposed to be about one-sided experiences. Okay? And if you're giving somebody princess treatment, I just hope to God you are receiving the king treatment, please. If she's not treating you like a king, there's no reason to be treating her like a princess. I mean, and this is something that they're expecting straight from the jump is crazy. Like, this is something that has to be earned, like, over the course of years. You don't just get this in the first month. Like, what is going on? Like, who's raising these people? Like, what? This is nuts. But anyway, I want to know what y'all think about this. Is she tripping? Am I tripping? What do y'all think about this? All right, write it in the comments. And if you like what you see, as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.